I want to put you to the test and give your ratings, not ratings, but I want you to rate 1 to 6 all of the Australian fly halves. You've had 6 different fly halves over the past 2 years, I'd say.
There's been
And
there's been nine.
nine. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going for the most recent 6 anyway.
Yeah.
Um, I'll name them for you, and you can rate them 1 to 6 because there seems to be a bit of an issue of who is the best, which ones are you playing.
Mhm.
Obviously, we'll base it down all on fit. If everybody's fit, who would you want to be at your fly half spot? And if there's one of the 6, well, if there's a in the 9 you have in your head and there's one I've not named, then please say that he's your top spot. But 1 to 6, um, Declan Meredith, obviously the most recent starter. Uh, where do you put him?
So is this like a blind ranking? Okay.
Uh, I could give you all the names to be fair. It doesn't
Well,
have to be
no, okay.
blind.
No, well,
Can
I
you
think with
remember the
Declan,
last 6 that have started?
yeah, well, I could tell you them in order if you want. Like the starts with Noel Olosio against Fiji just before the Lions series. At the moment, you'd have him around 6, I think. Then it was Tom Liner, who I would have, oh, Ben Donaldson off the bench. I'd have Donaldson at 2. I would have Tom Liner as the 4th best fly half in Australia at the moment, maybe 5th. I would have next up was Tane Edmond. No, it was James O'Connor. James O'Connor, I would have James at 7. I would have Tane Edmond at 8. I'd have Hamish Stewart at 9. Carter Gordon as 1. And then Declan Meredith. Actually, no, hold on. I'm going to
No, you
bump the
didn't.
lower guys up one. Jock Campbell is 9. Declan Meredith is 3. So it would be, let me just do this
Well,
quick again.
so you had
So
Carter Gordon number 1.
I'll work my way up. Okay, so it'd be Jock Campbell, Hamish Stewart, James O'Connor, Noel Olosio, Tane Edmond, Tom Liner, Ben Donaldson. No, Tom Liner, Declan Meredith, Ben Donaldson, Carter Gordon.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think it's off the
very
dome.
confident with
So
that. No, that's
I
pretty
hope
good.
that's 9. I hope
You
that's
you
9.
named you named all the 6 I had anyway, and the extras. So well done to you, you genius.
Yeah, so
But
because Jock Campbell, he was a bit of a shot call before the French test. He's never started the game at 10 for the Queensland Reds.
mhm,
I think he's played some minutes there as cover. But with Dono being ruled out of the French test, they named Jock Campbell on the bench, basically fly half cover. Um,
mhm,
yeah, I think it's a fascinating talking point debate in Australian rugby at the moment because I'm going to say it here now. There have been 9 fly halves in Australian rugby playing for the Wallabies in the last 12 months. But I think by the time the World Cup comes around next year, I think Carter Gordon will be there, Ben Donaldson will be there, and I also think Bernard Foley will be there, who is not one of those 9.
ooh,
Now, Foley has been to back-to-back Japan Rugby League 1 finals with the Kubota Spears and
yep,
reportedly is on his way to the Waratahs at 37 years of age, I believe. So he'll be eligible. And you talk about those experienced players in the squad who may or may not play. I think that's important. And I think that's something the
yeah,
Wallabies maybe missed a trick out on at the last World Cup when they left out the likes of Quade Cooper, obviously
mhm,
Michael Hooper as well. Not that he's a fly half, but it was Carter Gordon and Ben Donaldson as the only options to play at 10 in that World Cup squad of 23. Carter Gordon had only played 5 tests before the World Cup, and 3 of those were starts. So very inexperienced, but yeah, I think having someone like Foley in the mix, crystal ball time, I think he will be there. So
mhm.
yeah, let's wait and see.
It's a fantastic point there because I think with I was shocked. I was shocked to read that stat that you've had that many different fly halves, and it's essentially it is one of your most important positions on the field.
Especially
So
quarterback.
having that change about so often, how can you create that consistency if that guy's not there? But Carter Gordon to you
Mm.
is the answer.
I think he has to be. So he's only played 2 tests for the Wallabies since returning from league. He obviously went to the Gold Coast Titans for a bit, played one game. But injury has been an issue, both in Super Rugby Pacific throughout the spring till the last year, and now during the July internationals. He's only played 55 minutes in both of his 2 appearances so far. One against Italy last year, the other one against Ireland earlier this month. But he's a gun, man. He's a smart footballer. He's actually a lot quicker than I thought he was. Defensively, he muscles up. He's very Stephen Larkham, Johnny Wilkinson-esque in that regard, but he can't goal kick. And that's an issue for the Wallabies, but they may have found the answer in Ryan Lonergan, who's the new starting halfback, new starting scrum half. So maybe that kind of mends any issues potentially by selecting Carter Gordon. But I think if all 9 of those guys, 10 including Foley, are fit, Carter Gordon's your man.
General, where would you put Carter Gordon in fly halves right now? Top 5, top 10,
Top 10. Top 10.
top 10. Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, you could look at like 4 of the top 10 are from New Zealand, aren't they? Ruben Love, Danny McKenzie, Bowden Barrett, Richie Mwonga's on his way back. Man, we could go further. Josh Jacobs pretty good.
You know I rate Rich Mwonga, but no, no. He is up there, but they're not top 5 isn't all New Zealand. You have it. You have.
No, I'm not saying the top 5 is all New Zealand. 4 of the top 10 from New Zealand. Then you'd have at least 2 from South Africa, maybe 3. You know, you could even argue like Finn Smith, George Ford, Marcus Smith from England are probably top 10, or at least ahead of Carter Gordon.
Finn Smith is top 10. Oh, this is gonna be a future topic debate because we could just get into this for an hour
This is
straight.
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too many because I'm even thinking of 10s from South Africa currently. Vusamoy was pretty decent against Wales, but Sasha's the only one that makes it into the top 10 for me right now. Manny Lebot just ain't that guy.
He's 2-time World Cup winner. You know, like he's better than Carter Gordon.
Manny 2-time?
Yeah, he is. He's 2-time.
Did he make? So. Was he in that 2019 squad?
Actually, I said that pretty damn confidently for someone who's not 100% sure. So
he's not. I'm like 60% sure he wasn't in the 2019.
I mean, you'd have Sasha,
good player and everything. He's got that flair, but in the moments that matters, he doesn't bring it. Andrew Pollard
has to be there.
No, currently he's not top 10. He used to be, but he's nowhere near that. If you talk about top 10 goal kickers, he's there. Andrew Pollard's there, but top 10 fly half in general, he's left the top 10 now.
Look, I'm going to say Carter Gordon's probably lucky to be in the top 15 at the moment. I think he's very good. Very good. I'd love to go through this. I think he's just out of the top 10, probably.
Well,
but I think at least 4 of the top 10 are from New Zealand.
Let's talk about that next week or next time.